Africa, we're talking of about 1.3 billion people. Currently, about 350 million unbanked adults, active adults engaging in commercial activities, but not necessarily formally integrated within the financial ecosystem. We're talking of an economy of about 1.5, 1.6 trillion USD, consumer spending in the realm of $1.6 trillion, business spending in the realm of $1.6 trillion, currently dominated massively by cash transactions in the range of 95%, unique mobile subscribers above 400 million in the range of 450 million, broadband gradually improving, currently at 38%. So when we look at Africa, a huge opportunity, whichever way you cut it. Population, more than 50% now are under the age of 30. Vibrant, ready to go. When people talk about infrastructural challenges, we should be remembering the ubiquity of the mobile phone and the ability now to reach every household with services in various segments, be it identification, be it security, be it economic advancement, be it health, education, sports, name it, the power to connect everyone. We have that in Africa today. We talk of challenges with power, electricity. There's the opportunity to actually move much faster, leveraging on solar charging stations and the ability to make your payment. The same way we top up airtime, we should be able to top up power time. Connectivity is gradually getting to where it should be. We still have a long way to go. But I see often we spend a lot of time talking about rail, we spend a lot of time talking about road transportation across the continent. We should be focusing on talking about broadband across the continent. We talk of taxation, an inclusive way of actually bringing tax services, not just for the purposes of collection, but the purposes of redistribution of wealth, which is the fundamental basis and the legitimacy for tax in an environment. Lagos State has made much progress in modernization and in development as a part of the great country known as Nigeria. We are yet to transform the pace of development in Lagos State across the country, but the power and the connectivity between citizenry and governance and the government is actually strengthened by the fact that you cannot escape paying some form of tax in Lagos State. Whether you pay as an employee, whether you pay as a Kekemawa user, whether you pay for trash collection, that bond, we can actually expand the base of the connection between the citizenry and the government by leveraging on digital platforms to ensure that the tax base and the distribution of wealth for medical services, for security and all that is actually enhanced. We talk of corruption. Well, digital platforms enable transparency, ensures that we can find the trail, ensures that we know who has done what. Speed, we're seeing transactions happening at the speed of thought, not at the speed of light. You think about it and you can make it happen. In Nigeria currently, the instant pay platform provided by NIBS is currently grossing about 100 trillion naira in transactions annually, and is growing in leaps and bounds. In terms of service excellence, yes, you really need to be careful, because with bots around, everything is transparent, not only for the government, but even for your own personal activities. So when you have your three working, or you have what we call in EcoBank Rafiki, which means my friend, which is a bot customer service platform, very quickly your pattern of payment, your dispensation towards buying Boli and EPA very, very regularly gets tracked, such that when you close or at break time, you can be reminded that you've not yet had your normal dose of bole and epa for the day. And therefore, there is the opportunity to improve financial inclusion, as we see in Kenya. And I'd like to just add that financial inclusion is not only about mobile money. Mobile money is very good. It enables penetration, but then it allows you to begin to go up the scale in the level of participation in the financial system, as we've seen in Kenya, where collaboration with the likes of CBA and Equity Bank, between them and telcos, be it Safaricom, has ensured that the number of bank accounts in the country now is more than the mobile money wallets in the country. But the mobile money wallets first took the curve and raced ahead of formal bank accounts. But as soon as you're used to making payments, you then want to go the next curve. You want to own a house, you want to expand your business, you want to invest in other economic activities, then you need a formal bank account. But the trail that you already have on your mobile money wallet enables banks to leverage on that and then provide the kind of financial support that you require. In Nigeria, we're making progress with broadband penetration. Rwanda is well known, where the percentage of GDP that is digital payments has grown from less than 1% in 2011 to over 30% in 2018. We all know how passionate the president of Rwanda is about digitization, and increasingly, it is probably the most attractive subject matter for foreign direct investments into Rwanda. So what have we done in EcoBank in rounding up? We set up our digitization journey, and we started to build platforms that ensures financial inclusiveness and the ability of Africans, wherever they are, to be able to participate in the financial economy. We established an easy-to-open an account, which enables you to open your account on the mobile phone across our 33 operating countries in Africa. And to date, in 2 years, we've opened more than 7 million of such accounts, people that did not have access to the financial economy that are now included an ability to transact. Our mobile app has more than 8.5 million registered users, and our mobile app is unique in the fact that it is one app for the entire continent of Africa. We do not have an app for Nigeria, an app for Ghana, an app for Burkina Faso, or an app for Mali, or indeed an app for Kenya. We have one app, the EcoBank mobile app, and you are free to transact in any of the countries that you choose to transact, including the power to make cross-border payments instantly on the mobile app. We therefore decided to extend it by bringing banking to neighborhoods, banking next door through the EcoBank Express points, which we started rolling out fully in January this year. And currently we have more than 12,500 agents, and we have actually processed more than $508 million in transactions, inflow, and payments. And perhaps to underscore, Africans by training and by upbringing like to save than to spend. It is not very, except for East Africa, which I know is fairly aggressive in borrowings to finance day-to-day activities. As you come to the central part of Africa and you come to the western part of Africa, you are told that you cannot use your 10 fingers to eat at the same time. So as you eat with one part of one hand, you are supposed to save with another part. We see it in the transactions on our agency banking platform, the EcoBank Express Point. Of the over $508 million dollars worth of transactions, 97% are actually savings transactions, confirming the willingness of Africans to take the opportunity to improve their well-being through savings. We also have the EcoBank Pay, which is a mobile phone payment platform leveraging on QR code technology to ensure that you just scan and pay. And you would see in the image that I have there is my famous Bole and Epa merchant, who I'm able to pay easily when I want to have lunch, not snack. When I want to have lunch, I just use my phone, be it leveraging on M-Visa, MasterPass, or indeed M-Cash, which is provided by NIBS in Nigeria across all banks. We then took it a step forward and leveraging the same technology platform developed a remittance app known as Rapid Transfer. This app is available for use by Africans wherever they are. As long as you have a passport of an African country, you can download the Rapid Transfer app, and from wherever you are, you can send money to anyone in Africa instantly. This is available for Africans in diaspora in the United States, in Canada, in Europe, wherever they operate. Indeed, in Estonia, Africans that are there are able to also participate in the digital economy, leveraging on rapid transfer to do transactions. And because of the power of the scale and the cost to production, which is the marginal cost, which is next to zero, this service is provided free. We do not have any fee or any charge. When you look at Africans working in diaspora and the wealth created outside Africa, close to 7 to 8% of it is retained in those countries as fees and charges to the existing remittance companies. But then the wealth of Africa deserves to get to Africa 100%. And that is the promise that we provide by the Rapid Transfer app. And of course, we have our corporate payment platform, Omni, which enables seamless payments across Africa by any multinational operating across various countries. You can see your position, and because we're a Pan-African bank, we're able to settle in 18 local currencies. Every currency in our network across our 33 countries is eligible currency for transacting on our global platform. So once again, to summarize, we need the courage of our governments to provide the enabling environment. We see baby steps, some giant steps being taken, and we think that we should leverage, and I'm looking forward to the impact of both the African leaders, Fintech Leaders Roundtable, and the African Fintech Network to facilitate the advocacy for our governments to support the huge opportunities that Fintech provides. We need the collaboration of all stakeholders. I cannot overemphasize that. At the end of the day, it is about an ecosystem. At the end of the day, it is more value for more people, for a great continent that we so cherish, that is Africa.